Hey folks, and welcome to week number 13. Okay. Do note, I'm a week ahead in numbering than all the rest of your classes are. So if you hear your other professors talk about week 12, don't be freaked out. It has to do with the Thursday thing and the fact that I gave you a week count during spring break, even though we didn't have any work due during the course of that week. So if you hear week 12, don't worry about it. Our class just has 17 weeks, and I'm just calling it that way. Okay. So don't worry about that. All right. A couple things. First and foremost, if for some reason you're really concerned about your grade, this next Friday, April 12th, is the last day to drop the class with a W. But please don't just do that. Reach out to me, and I'll be glad to chat with you about where your grade is. We can rerun those numbers that I sent out earlier this semester. Okay, so this week really is going to be finishing up Essay 3 and then work on Essay 4. So what are we going to do? We're going to watch that video. You're doing that right now. Complete your Essay 3 final draft, okay? Everyone should have feedback in Google Docs on their Essay 3 rough draft. So where you did your peer review, you'll also have comments from me. Please feel free to reach out if you've got questions. Glad to chat with you, walk you through it, take a look over something you've worked on in addition to this. I don't want to necessarily just give you more feedback on another draft altogether, but if you've addressed some specific parts and you want some feedback on that, always glad to do that. Okay. Check your feedback on your Essay 4 proposal. You did that on Monday. Okay. You did it on Thursday. And so I'm going to try to get you feedback on that as quickly as possible. And if you need to resubmit it, there's an opportunity to do so. We've got a little bit of time here. So sometimes it's just me trying to get you to focus more. One of the videos we watched last week talks about trying to get a research question that's focused enough, but not too focused. So sometimes it's just about me trying to make sure you're on the right track there. And then for Thursday, I want you to write the Essay 4 introduction. It seems really weird. Why are we writing before we're even doing research? Well, the bottom line here is the introduction to this essay should be laying out the context of the practical problem. What do we know about it? What do we experience? What's the current situation that we're trying to address, right? And given the fact that that's really and truly what we're setting out to do here, you should know that already. By the time you put your proposal in, we should know what the prime scope of the problem is. That introduction doesn't really need research per se. It might need some pre-search, some background information. What do we know about the situation? How many people are affected, for example? Those sorts of more general statistical numbers. Okay? My goal here is to get you to identify the problem and start posing the need to investigate potential solutions. Okay? And that's really what your introduction should do. So, that's due on Thursday this week. I'll get you feedback on those as well, of course. We'll start with breaking the questions down next week and getting into the nuts and bolts of research, as we did with Essay 3. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help.